Rahul, is the trigger only the Honey Rose case, if I may ask you? You know, because
No,
you were very clear when you came on my show and you said that Sudha, I mean, I do not know. I mean, I only counseled her. It's up to her to take it or not take it. But is that the genesis or the trigger?
Sudhaji, two things. One, I am no one to advise Honey Rose and no one to counsel, but this was a social audit and feedback. Second, Honey Rose issue is not the trigger. There are much more cases. I am a huge admirer, ardent admirer of Deepika ji, who has consistently taken up our cases. There are three issues. One, men are being unfairly targeted, and a BBC report mentioning
Yes.
India's false rape case points out that 53.2% of rape cases in a particular time period were found to be false. That's one. Second, there are a large number of real life experiences, lived experiences of men who faces persecution and has no one to rely upon. And there are multiple cases where people are easily targeting men for their sake. Third, our demand is we need a men's commission on the lines of youth commission and women's commission in Kerala, so that men can approach, men can really connect to people, men can really connect and get some sort of a legal help. Thankfully, MLA Eldos Kunnapalli has taken it upon himself and he's finished a draft. More MLAs are joining. I'm meeting with some MLAs or MPs in Kerala. We want to start a progress in Kerala, because Kerala was one of the first states in India to constitute a youth commission. Indian government only constituted last year, 2024. So similarly, Kerala should come forward such a positive, protection legislation, so that it will be inspiring for other Indian states to follow the suit.
All right. Deepika Narayan Bharadwaj, I've seen the film India's Sons, by the way. Welcome to the show. You know, and I want to ask you that, you know, India struggled a lot, you know, when there were dowry deaths and when women were burnt alive because they could not get enough dowry. There was harassment, there was beating, domestic violence. We've seen it through. There was sexual harassment, you know, in my time, you know, men would just get away and put the blame on you and say that you were inviting trouble. Not me, but then a lot of women, I've seen my peers go through it. Now, the situation, according to what Rahul just spoke and what you have been speaking about on social media platform, I follow you very, very sharply, and I see that things have changed, Deepika Narayan. What made the change, Deepika Narayan Bharadwaj? What happened to the legal system, which today, much like what is said in America, that if you have a divorce, the man suffers a lot. I do not know how true that is, but I want you, in the Indian perspective, when did this change happen? The flip, as it were.
Thank you so much for organizing this discussion. First of all, Sudha, it is very rare that we see media pick up these issues. Things have changed after Atul's case, but thanks to you and my regards to you for watching my documentary film. I think things had been boiling for a long, long time. It is just that it has now become a discussion across India, because I think people have seen a lot. Just like you're saying, there was, endless number of cases where women were subjected to dowry deaths, they were burnt alive. There we have come to a situation where men are being burnt alive, where men are being murdered by their wives. They are killing themselves, writing 14-page, 20-page suicide note, and saying that it is not just their spouse, it is not just the female partner who has harassed them, but the system plays along. So that we are in 2024, we, I think, are the only nation in the world, probably, which has absolutely zero provisions on gender-based violence, which are there, which are gender neutral. Rape laws, stalking laws, outraging modesty, physical and mental cruelty, domestic violence act, sexual harassment at
Right.
workplace. Somehow India is thinking that men can never be victims to it. And just today, Nagpur bench of the Bombay High Court has quashed a false molestation case that was filed against a man, a false sexual harassment case that was filed against a man who was himself slapped by a woman first. He filed a complaint first, but of course his complaint cannot be filed under any
Right,
gender-based
right,
provision.
right,
And
right.
woman back at him with a false
So yeah, I
sexual
get that.
harassment.
Yeah, so I get that, Deepika. You say that there are some legal loopholes which, you know, which need to be corrected, and I wonder how long that will take. Of course, no one is saying that, much like what the Bangalore techie said, that you need to take the ultimate step. I think that is absurd. That itself is both a crime and a
Just
sin.
very
It's a
quickly,
crime and a
Sudha,
sin. Yeah, but you know the thing. Yeah, because the
taxpayer,
thing is that that is never the
British
way
tax
out. there are other ways, Deepika. You know, this is not the way. I will not even, I mean, it is heart-rending, really. Rahul, I want to ask you, Rahul, at that press conference that you had where the police said that, you know, when in the context of Honey Rose, that you do not have any legal recourse. Why is that? For people to understand this. I am not even saying that you harassed, you know, her, because you may, but although you did say that you did comment on the way she dresses, which I think is a no-no now. That day also I told you, we had a big discussion and you said, yeah, sure, you have respect for actors and everyone. I mean, but the point is, why is it that you could not have legal recourse where you could say that this one, which means that the law supports those who complain about harassment. Like I am harassed also. Yeah, go on.
So that's two submissions. One, Honey Rose even went to the extent of saying that I am a part of organized crime, and I've been pushing her to the verge of suicide. In spite of the Kerala's Chief Minister, Youth Commission, Women's Commission, police, media, all supporting her. I said I am giving you a social criticism and a feedback, a respectful feedback. There is not even one word I said wrong, but this is a difference of opinion and feedback. Many organizations, including the Women's Commission and Youth Commission, have called for my arrest. So I asked them very respectfully. I respect all these commission. I have been a part of Youth Commission. So I said, where is the recourse I have? If I have such an issue, we already have courts, but still we have Human Rights Commission. Even after having Human Rights Commission, we have Women's Commission. Why? They are doing absolutely fantastic job. Similarly, if a men's commission is there, we can go there, approach, faster and swifter justice for legal mentoring, counseling, all these kind of things are there. Even though it's in a Kerala context, at least a huge number of false rape cases, false molestation cases were given to MP, MLAs and all, which all proved to be absolutely false. So these kind of things happen. For example, just like Honey Rose, Kerala's big star, Nivin Pauly. One lady alleged that Nivin Pauly raped her in Dubai. But thankfully for Nivin Pauly, at that point of time, he was proved to be in Kochi because of his ticket and because of his travel.
Oman
Later,
Chandy,
that girl changed
the respectable Oman Chandy. Remember that solar?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I remember that case so well. So I get you that, we need to have a forum where these, but then isn't it, Deepika, in the realm of legal? I mean, why bring gender into it is my whole point. Like if Rahul is harassed, he can complain. I am harassed, I can complain. If I foist, so what I'm trying to say is that why does it have to be a gender specific thing? I wonder.
See, Sudha, in the current scheme of things, people are just so confused on what do we do to give some semblance of hope, some semblance of justice to this endless number of men who are suffering. And that's why we are asking for a commission, for a platform where men can also go, just like Rahul said. Now, right now, I'm in Mumbai. Downstairs, there's a very poor man standing. He was in jail for 7.5 years in a false rape case. The guy, his life has been played with, but has zero compensation from the government or the judiciary or the police who falsely, tried him for a crime that he did not commit. So there is no platform that is looking at the sufferings of men in the country. Are they not the citizens? They are the biggest taxpayers. We are not saying that you take away the rights or the laws that have been given to women, but we are saying and we are questioning where is the level playing field? Where
No,
is
but our
equality
society,
that we
no,
constantly
Deepika,
talk
that's what,
about?
but Deepika and Rahul, you should also answer that. Deepika, first you. But we are not a level playing society. The world is not a level playing, but you and I had to suffer for centuries to even sit next to a man. We did not have voting rights in many cases. In America, the voting rights came later. I mean, I didn't have the right, if I'm having my period, to kind of walk out and go to my workplace. I had to be in a ghungat. I cannot possibly show any part of my body. It's not a level playing field. Now, all I'm saying is that there is an argument that meaning I represent the other gender, that is women. Of course, there are 3 genders, woman. So the point is that I have suffered for so long. It will take, the law recognized that I was vulnerable and I needed support. Sati, child marriage, I suffered. I was burnt alive. So I am saying today that won't it take a long time before the law, says that, okay, I have to now move a little.
How long? How long? So are you saying that the same number of men need to die, need to be burnt, need to be subjected
No,
to
no one,
domestic
no one
violence.
should
We
die.
should
No
Can I
one.
point out one thing?
Yeah, sure. Rahul, come in, Rahul.
Sudhaji, the first line of
2025,
the
Sudha.
Men's Commission draft we have given is saying that we totally accept and respect the centuries of fight women had to secure their rights.
Bravo.
We totally endorse those rights. And the first question is, who suffers more today? And we unambiguously say it is the woman who is still suffering more, almost 10 times of what men suffers. But only humble request is, even if one man is suffering, we need
All
to give
right.
them solace because that is the greatness of our law. So this is
Absolutely.
complementary to Women's Commission, never competing with Women's Commission. This is and one more interesting thing: the Men's Commission. One of the important proposal we have given is a very important or the most significant role to a woman. A woman member should be having a very leadership role in the Men's Commission, and she has the right
Right.
to either point out or validate if it is a false complaint or a genuine
Yeah,
complaint.
absolutely.